Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you're welcome to Sew with Mediva. And if you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you for sticking to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this 3/4 pants that I'm wearing, and I achieved this style using 2 yards of African print fabric. So this pant has an elastic on the waist and also a rope to fit, and this is what the back looks like. If this is something you're interested in, make sure to keep watching and make sure you watch to the end. And if you find this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share to your loved ones, and subscribe to my channel. So for this pant, I made use of 2.5 yards of this African print fabric. So this is a continuation of my previous video, and I have my elastic band here, my ruler, my tape rule, and my chalk. So let's jump right in. So we're starting with the front panel, and I have the fabric cut out already and it's in a fold. To get the wideness of fabric to fold, I divided my hip measurement by 4, which is 11 inches. I added 2 extra inches to it to make 13, and 4 extra inches that will make up for the crotch extension. So in total, I have 17 inches on fold for the front panel. The first thing you want to do is to come over to the upper part of your fabric and mark out a starting line. This is going to serve as the waistline. So this pant is going to be having a 2.5 inches band on the waist, since my elastic band is about 1.5 inches wide. So I placed my tape rule 2.5 inches above the starting line because the band adds up to the full length of the pant, and then I'll mark out the full length. So this pant is a 3/4 pant. So I'm going to mark 35 inches, which also includes the folding allowance at the base. So I'll mark it out there and just extend the line this way. After extending, I'll just cut out the excess fabric that we won't be needing. So this is all we'll be using for the pants. So we're going to mark out the remaining vertical measurement. So still placing my tape rule 2.5 inches above the starting line, I'm going to come down to mark from my waist to my hip line, which is 10 inches. And then the next measurement is from my waist to my crotch depth. So to get your crotch depth, divide your hip measurement by 4. Mine is 11 inches, and then I added 2 extra inches to it to make 13 inches. So I added only 2 inches to it because this pants is not as big as the regular baggy pants. If it was the baggy pants, I'll add 2.5 inches. So I've gone ahead to mark the vertical measurements we need. The next one is the tie line. So to get your tie line, just come down 2 inches from your crotch line and extend it this way. So if you want your pants free all the way down, you don't really need the tie line. I just want my a bit fitted on the tie area. Hope you guys understand. So I'll come over to the folded part of my fabric and mark my hip measurements divided by 4, which is 11 inches, and I'll add the 2 extra inches, 1 inch for ease, 1 inch for seam allowance. So I'll mark the 13 inches on all the 3 lines this way and connect the points together. So if you want your pants bigger, remember you have to add more ease allowance to yours. The next thing is to mark the crotch extension. So divide your hip measurement by 4. Whatever you got, divide by 4 again. So I normally approximate it to 3 inches. And then I'll come up from that angle by 1 inch and then go ahead to form my crotch curve. After doing that, I'll measure what I have on the crotch line all the way to the extension this way. So I have 16 inches there. I'm going to get the midpoint and then connect it down to the tie line. After doing that, I'll measure around my thigh, making sure I have a bit of allowance, and then I will add 1 extra inch for my seam allowance. So I got 27 inches plus 1 extra inch for the seam allowance, making 28 inches. So I'm going to divide that 28 inches by 2, making 14 inches, and I'll share it across the line, meaning I'll be sharing 7 inches on both sides of the line. So work with your own measurement, or if you want the pants to be free, you can just go ahead and extend it all the way from that crotch extension down. So after marking out the thigh measurement, I'm going to take my ruler now and extend the line all the way to the full length. And I'll do the same thing for the other side. So after extending, this is what we have. So I'll go ahead to just blend in this side very well. After that, I'll come over to the waistline. So note that this part is totally optional. I just like to do it for my baggy pants and come in by 1 inch from the waistline. Then go ahead to connect it to the hip line this way. So we are almost done with the front part of this pants. The next thing we want to do is to cut it out. So I added half an inch to this crotch area for the joining allowance, but you can decide to leave yours that way. It doesn't matter since the pant already has his allowance. So after cutting, I'll be using this front panel now to cut out the back. So go ahead to place your front panel on a folded fabric as you can see. And towards the crotch area I have a strap 4.5 inches there, and the upper part of the pant I have just 1 inch extra for the butt allowance. So I'll come over now to the hip line and come out by 2.5 inches. This is going to serve as the butt allowance as well. So for the back crotch extension, I'll add half an inch to the 3 inches I used in front. So I'll be using 3.5 inches for the back crotch extension, and then I'll go ahead to extend the line this way. So make sure your back crotch and your front crotch are sitting on the same line, just as you can see me in the video. And from that hip line, I'll just extend the line all the way up. So I didn't slant it because I'm going to be adding elastic band to the waist of my pants, so it doesn't really matter if the back waistline is bigger than the front. I hope you guys understand. So the next thing is to mark the seam allowance for the inner thighs. So I'm going to do 2 inches all the way down this way and connect it to the crotch extension. So after doing all of that, this is what we have, and then on the waistline I'll go ahead to slant it all the way to the side. So this is basically all for the back. We're not adding any allowance to the side. Next thing we want to do is to cut it out. And then I'll go ahead to cut out the side. After cutting out, this is what we have. The next thing is to start joining them together. So my fabrics are right side facing each other already. I'll go ahead to close up the crotch all the way to the extension for both the front and the back. So after closing up, this is what we have. So we won't be adding any pockets to this pants. I have other videos where I have showed you guys how to add pockets to your pants. I'll leave them in the comment section. So I'll go ahead to merge the front and the back crotch together, right sides facing each other, and then close it up using half-inch seam allowance all the way down. I'll close it up here, and I'll also close up the other side. After closing up the crotch, I'll merge the sides like this, and then go ahead to use 1 inch to stitch it all the way down. I'll also stitch the other side closed. So when I'm done stitching, I'll flip it over to the right side and show you guys what it looks like. So guys, this is what we have after joining the sides and the crotch. The next thing we want to do is to insert the waistband, and to do that you have to measure what you have on the waistline of your pant. So from the center front, I went ahead to measure the waistline all around, as you can see, back to the center front again. So for mine I have exactly 49 inches, so I'm going to add 1 inch to that 49 inches and cut out a waistband that is 50 inches long. So guys, I've gone ahead to cut it out, and this is what we have. The wideness is 2.5 inches and it's in a fold, as you can see. So when I open up, I have about 6 inches wide fabric. I folded in half an inch on both sides and then folded it into 2 again to get my 2.5 inches band. And for the length I have 50 inches, just like I explained. So I'm going to turn my band this way and fold it into 2, making sure the right sides are facing each other. I'll also open up the half-inch folding allowance and then go ahead to close up the band using half an inch. So by the time you are done, you should be left with the exact waist measurements that you have on your pant. So I'll get my pant now, and then starting from the wrong side of the pant, I'll place my band facing it this way, the part I joined. Facing the center back of my pants, I'm going to go ahead and stitch it all the way around it. So open up one of the half-inch allowance that you folded in and attach it to the wrong side of the waistline. You can as well pin it down before you stitch, or you can just sew directly. So after I'm done, I will show you guys the next thing to do. So after stitching, you're going to then fold your band this way to the right side and then use it to close up the seam. Fold your band to the right side this way and then go ahead to stitch down on the seam. Make sure it's covering the seam and stitch it all around. So at the back, I'm going to leave a gap of about 2 inches open to pass in my elastic. After inserting the waistband, this is what we have, and this is the opening I left to pass in my elastic band. So to get the length of elastic that you will use, remove 3 inches from your waist measurement. So mine is 34 inches minus 3 is about 31 inches, and I'll go ahead to cut it out. So before I insert my elastic band, I'm going to create a channel for my rope on the front part of my pants. I should have done this before I closed up the band. I forgot. So make sure to do this before you close up the band. So I'll go ahead to get the midpoint of the front panel and then come out by 1 inch on both sides. And then I'll just take my ruler and make a slight opening only on the upper band. You don't need to cut through, just open slightly the points that you're going to pass your rope through. After that, I'll go ahead to then pass my elastic band with my pin. So go ahead to take your time and do this carefully. So pass the elastic band through the casing until it comes out from that same opening. So after passing it through, this is what we have. So I'm going to just adjust it very well and then take it to the sewing machine now and join the two elastics together. After joining, I'll put the elastic into the casing and stitch the casing closed. So guys, this is what we have. I've gone ahead to stitch it closed. The next thing we want to do is to create the channel for the rope. So we're going to be stitching down on the elastic band, but make sure you are pulling your elastic when you are stitching. So just go ahead to mark out the points where I am going to stitch. So from the upper part of my opening and the lower part, I'm going to go ahead and stitch straight down till you get to the other side of the opening, and make sure to pull your elastic band when you are stitching. So guys, I'm gonna head to create a channel for my rope, and this is what it looks like. I have also cut out my rope already and I folded it into two. So I'll pass it in using my pin just like I did with the elastic band. So at this point, you have to create a channel that is like 1 inch wide so that your rope goes in easily. Because my rope is about half an inch, the width of the rope is half an inch. So since my my rope channel is 1 inch, my rope is going in very well. If the channel you created for your rope is too small, it is going to give you a lot of challenge to pass the rope into it. So make sure your channel is bigger than the rope you are using. So guys, I've passed it out through this other opening, and this is what we have. I'm just trying to adjust the rope so that the length is equal in front. So guys, this is what we have. This is basically all on how to make this simple pants. You can see how easy it is and how beautiful it looks. So you just use your rope to give the waistline additional fitting with the elastic band. And I also finished up the base of this pants by folding in twice and stitching all around. So guys, this is where we end this video for today. I hope you found it useful and I hope you learned something new. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel.